All right, so we got a Screambox original here called Followers, and it follows a few ladies who encounter something. They end up surviving it, and then there is a documentary made on their experience. And this inspires some new followers to follow these ladies. And of course, nothing goes good for anybody. This movie definitely tries to be inspired pretty heavily, in my opinion, by the movie You're Next, and fails miserably to do so. I did not like this at all. This is another one of those films that feels very competently shot, but just because it's competently shot doesn't mean that it has any artistic flair to it. There's nothing memorable about it. It feels very bland. It's like, we know basic shots. We have a pretty decent camera. We have adequate lighting. We have a nice big house to shoot in. Like, we know what we're doing. We just don't have anything to say. That's my own personal opinion. I know this is a lower budgeted film, and people who worked on this will watch this and give me the middle finger. That's fine. It is what it is. I can only tell you what I feel about this movie, and I connected to it 0%. I did not like the killers. I did not like the characters. I did not like the climax where it ended up. I thought that the film had literally nothing to say. I felt that the motives for the killers was kind of non-existent. It's supposed to have some kind of commentary to it, but man, it just didn't work. It just leaves you very dissatisfied in the end. And I don't really have much more to say about it. The one thing I did like about the movie, though, was the concept of following characters who survive something and then seeing how it shapes their life, seeing that there's this thing going on the news that everyone knows about, and this draws people to their lives. I did like that. Kind of reminded me of something like Scream 6 after the events of Scream 5. They have people who know what happened, and it inspires them to do things to them. So that was one aspect I was like, this could be okay. But in the end, it was a massive failure for me. A film has to succeed in at least one way for me to be invested. It either has to work with characters, it has to work with story, it has to work with style, it has to work with concept. Like, there has to be something that I really latch onto and connect with. And this one, it didn't. It had that setup that I was like, okay, this could be something, but everything left something to be desired. And it just never really went there. I found the kills and all of that to be just forgettable and uninteresting. Another big no for me. But it is on Screambox if you want to check it out. So there you go. All right, guys.